Hey, it's our house right here, baby. Let's go. I love it. Hey, man. Yes. 305 to the 619, baby. Let's go. Let's go, San Diego. Live that shit up, San Diego. Let's fucking go. Woo! It's our fucking house. Hey, it's our house right here, baby. Let's go. I love it. Hey, Manny. Yes. 305 to the 619, baby. Let's go. Let's go, San Diego. Live that shit up, San Diego. Let's fucking go. Woo! It's our fucking house. Hey, it's our house right here, baby. Let's go. I love it. Hey, Manny. Yes. 305 to the 619, baby. Let's go. Let's go, San Diego. Live that shit up, San Diego. Let's fucking go. Woo! It's our fucking house. Hey, it's our house right here, baby. Let's go. I love it. Hey, Manny. Yes. 305 to the 619, baby. Let's go. Let's go, San Diego. Live that shit up, San Diego. Let's fucking go! Woo! It's our fucking house. Hey, it's our house right here, baby. Let's go. I love it. Hey, Manny. Yes. 305 to the 619, baby. Let's go. Let's go, San Diego. Live that shit up, San Diego. Let's fucking go! Woo! It's our fucking house. Hey, it's our house right here, baby. Let's go. I love it. Hey, Manny. Yes. 305 to the 619, baby. Let's go. Let's go, San Diego. Live that shit up, San Diego. Let's fucking go. Woo! It's our fucking house. Hey, it's our house right here, baby. Let's go. I love it. Hey, Manny. Yes. 305 to the 619, baby. Let's go. Let's go, San Diego. Live that shit up, San Diego. Let's fucking go. Woo! It's our fucking house. Hey, it's our house right here, baby. Let's go. I love it. Hey, Manny. Yes. 305 to the 619, baby. Let's go. Let's go, San Diego. Live that shit up, San Diego. Let's fucking go. Woo! It's our fucking house. Hey, it's our house right here, baby. Let's go. I love it. Hey, Manny. Yes. 305 to the 619, baby. Let's go. Let's go, San Diego.
What's up, everybody? How's everyone doing today? Another Friar Friday here. What is good, everybody? Let me catch up in the chat real quick. We got Ravens, let's go. Michael, we got Steven as well. What's good, everybody? How's everyone doing today on this fine Friday? How's everyone doing? You know, we got some interesting stuff to discuss, I would say. I mean, at least in my opinion, we got some stuff where I'm like, yeah, this is kind of interesting, you know? A lot of stuff in baseball is going to filter through the Padres right now. Because to be completely honest with you here, we're just going to kick it off by discussing Pablo Lopez, right? The big name everyone cares about is Pablo Lopez. And when I think about Pablo Lopez, I think about this. He is probably top 3 best pitchers that can possibly get traded. Because Corbin Burns could possibly get traded. Chris Sale could possibly get traded. What's up, Michael? But this is what I really think about when I think about him. This is my big thing. My big thing is he is going to get traded. Corbin Burns may get traded. Chris Sale may get traded. But he is probably going to get traded. I think he's going to get traded. So when you think about that, right? It feels like the current market that we have is going through him and everything's relied upon him. So because of that, no trades have happened because of it. There's a certain package that the Twins want. Okay, we'll talk about that. And there's a certain details that the Padres could do if they wanted to hop in and take Pablo Lopez from the Twins, they could. I'm just saying, they could if they wanted to. So, yeah, how crazy it would be if we made a run at Ohtani? I think it would be so crazy. I think it would be really not possible. Back to reality, you think Trent's getting traded? I think Ha-Seong Kim's getting traded. So let me put this into perspective. Trusted guy I trust, right? I would say he's pretty dynamite. I don't know how much I can share, but yet again, I'm pretty sure he tweeted this out. So let me double check that he tweeted it before I start leaking stuff, because I don't want to leak any information he hasn't tweeted. So if he's tweeted it out, I'm pretty sure he did. He's retweeted me a couple times. Brian Reynolds news. No, he is not. Okay. So I'm going to be careful what I say here. We'll start with this. I'll start with this. 2023 division champs, I wish. Captain, what's up? So I will say this is the best way to describe. I don't know if I can say what he DM'd me. Like, I'm talking about my boy Lion in Texas. My boy Lion in Texas, aka the GOAT. Lion told me some stuff about a possible Twins and Miami trade. And I don't know if I can actually say any of this. I hope Lion doesn't get mad at me. I'm not gonna say this. What's up, Chad? This is what I'll say. I'll say this right here. Let me scroll up in my chat with him. Give me 1 second. So, as we know, based on the Heyman article, Max Kepler is being discussed in a Pablo Lopez deal. The centerpiece is going to be Luis Arias. That is exactly the centerpiece of it, and someone that they're kind of holding up, discussing if they want to trade him. They said there's a couple more players to be mentioned. I would say there is a player who plays shortstop. That would help their issue. There's a shortstop that's out of favor in Minnesota. I will say that. You can research him. He was considered one. I think he was a top 3 prospect at a point, I believe. I don't know if I'm allowed to. I don't know. I think I said it before in a video, to be honest. He's only 23. He was first round pick when? 2017, first round pick out of high school. First pick in the draft. He only had 40 ABs last year. He hit 305 RBIs. He's projected to have 221 at-bats this year and have pretty mediocre numbers. Either way, this shortstop, I'm just going to say it, Royce Lewis. Okay, Royce Lewis. Royce Lewis is a guy that the Marlins want because they need a shortstop, and Royce Lewis is going to be a great shortstop. There's no questioning that. He's going to be a great shortstop. Now, that's really kind of the holdup is, can they get Kepler, Lewis, and Arias for Pablo Lopez? Now, the Padres could make an offer, and I guarantee you right now, if the Padres went in and said, here's Kim and Grisham, I guarantee you they would say yes for Pablo Lopez. I bet on my life. Very unlikely that they do that. I would say that any team would be a fool to say no to that. I don't think the Padres are going to offer that, which is why I kind of don't think it's going to work. If it's not Kim who's going to get traded, it is not if Kim, but is going to, yeah, it feels that way, Keith. Padres are waiting for the best deal for Kim. He is not a one-on-one swap. I mean, like I said, they control the market now. They have the bread, and people are hungry. Are we more likely to do business with Miami or Boston? I I don't know. I think it'll be whoever offers us the best deal. I would say that whoever offers us the best deal. Do the Padres prefer Cabrera over Lopez? I think a lot of teams are obsessed with Cabrera's upside, but with the possibility of him getting traded, supposedly the only way he gets traded is in a Brian Reynolds trade. That's a big trade right there. So, I mean, yeah. What happened with Soto? I'm guessing you mean arbitration. Arbitration is just basically court hearings about financials, you know, how much a team's going to make. How much a player's going to make. But the Padres haven't gone to arbitration in over like 6 years, but a player can be arbitration eligible. We agreed upon 23 million with him. So this year he's getting paid 23 mil, and next year he'll probably get paid over 30 mil. Because that's his last year. Next year's really his last year on the contract, man. It'll be interesting to see what we can do. So that's what arbitration is. But to answer your Edward Cabrera question, supposedly Edward Cabrera and Trevor Rogers would only be moved in a deal for Brian Reynolds. If Kim started second base opening day, I wouldn't care. I would just be like, all right, good defensive second baseman, mediocre bat. Cool. I don't really care. I mean, when you think about it, the team's offensively better with Kim. I mean, not offensively better. Position player wise, we're better if we have Kim. But in terms of improving our whole team, trading Kim or Grisham would add much needed pitching because we are one injury away from completely bursting our rotation. If for whatever reason Yu Darvish's back gets hurt again or whatever the situation is, we could be screwed. I am being honest here. I think we could genuinely be screwed. Like, it's not even funny at this point. We don't have a lot of starting options. We're relying on, honestly, like borderline bullpen arms. So because of that, it's kind of, I don't know, man. It's kind of, yeah. Speaking of Brian Reynolds, pods were linked to him for some time. We haven't. I mean, we haven't been all off season. We haven't been linked to him all off season. Do you think the Padres will pick up Soto again when he's a free agent? I think we'll resign him before he becomes in free agency. Little off topic, but do you think Chris Bryant is the worst contract in baseball? No, I think there's worse. I mean, Eric Hosmer is probably a worse contract for paying him to not even play for us. What other contracts are really, really bad? I don't know. Bad contracts, they come pretty commonly. Chris Bryant's just injured, man. If he could get on the baseball field, he would be solid. Another bad contract, speaking of injuries, is Steven Strasburg. How many times has he pitched since 2019? Trevor Bauer. Supposedly, Trevor Bauer is unlikely to go to any team except possibly the Reds, unconfirmed, so according to John Heyman. According to John Heyman said, yeah, we are not in on Bauer. We decided as an organization, whatever the Tribune article said. Tribune article said something like, we decided as an organization that Trevor Bauer. Yeah, the Reds are supposedly, yeah, actually that's worse. The the Patrick Corbin contract is worse than Chris Bryant. By far. Patrick Corbin had like a 6 ERA last year. It's terrible. Really bad ERA. Yeah, no Trevor Bauer. I'm sorry, guys. We got 39 people in here, 12 likes. If you're yet to hit the like button, please do so. Yeah, I don't know, man. Interesting times. Interesting times. I feel like I say that a lot in my videos, but Anthony Rondon is not a great contract. No, it is not. I mean, but yet again, he's just an injured player. If the guy can stay healthy, I would be like, oh, cool. You know, I'd be like, oh, he'll be solid. He'd be solid if he could stay healthy. I mean, not a lot of people can stay healthy nowadays, apparently. I have so much fun playing with my microphone. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, Bauer's career numbers when he's not using sticky stuff isn't too pretty. Pretty sure it's not too pretty. His stats of him not using sticky stuff, not too good. I don't know. I saw some guy going on a tirade. This guy is a supposed MLB executive. I'll say he's supposedly. He was talking about Trevor Bauer on Twitter last night. If you know the account, you know the account. And I'm just gonna kind of be interested in if you guys know what I'm talking about, but I'm not gonna like say it because the person went actually like crazy, and I don't think it's appropriate to say on YouTube. But he was talking about Trevor Bauer, and he was talking about Trevor Bauer's agent, and how Trevor Bauer's agent is doing different methods to get better contracts. You know? Sooner than expected? It's off the board, but do you think Pablo Lopez is a better fit? Of course Pablo Lopez is a better fit. It's just he's a lot more expensive. Do you think we'll do anything during the trade deadline? Of course we will. I've heard some people in the industry think that Merrill will be in the majors sooner than I mean, a lot of Jackson Merrill's time in the major leagues does depend on if we trade Ha-Seong Kim, because it creates an opening. I'm not saying that he's going to be on the roster this year, but 2024 is supposed to be the year. Waka doesn't move me. What about Michael Waka really moves people? We've never had interest in him this offseason. It's all been smoke. I haven't heard of like it's just all. A lot of people do like him though. A lot of people really like him, but I don't. I just don't know why. We'll get Burns. Just watch. I pray. I pray we get Burns. That would be amazing. Sign Walker even Yeah, no, I'm sorry. We need to pay a pitcher $2 million. We can also give up money by trading away Ha-Seong Kim. Are you going to Padres Fan Fest? No, I am not. Sorry. I hope no one is hurt. I just didn't want to go to the Fan Fest. I've been there before. And it was, I mean, it was all right. Like, it was cool, but it wasn't like, I wasn't like this. I was just like, this is cool. I wasn't like, I just, no. Was to answer your question, Chicken Joe? No, I'm not a fan fester. Sorry. I hope no one is hurt by that. I don't want to fan fest it up. I'm not in the mood to fan fester. Let's read the details of the fan fest, yeah? All right, let's read some details about the Fan Fest, shall we? I did play baseball, yes. I still can kind of play. I'm just kidding. Padres Fan Fest 2023. Oh, they're sold out. Wow, look at that. FanFest tickets are sold out. FanFest activities, photograph and auto sessions, alumni and players will be out there. Autographs are available first come, first served basis and are not guaranteed. Fan shop memorabilia, one of a kind experience. On field activities, they have like just like playing catch, run the bases. That's what I remember. The wiffle ball field's gonna be open. Imagine that's all I want to do. Okay, all I want to do is go there to the wiffle ball field, put one in the 5th row, and I'm cool. 1 to 2 more starting pitchers, I think so. I've been there as well. I got my military jersey for cheap. That's what I heard. I could pitch for the Padres. Fuck it. I could throw as hard as Chrismat. Nah. Chrismat does throw pretty slow. I mean, listen, I think I could be within, at my best, I could probably be within 5 miles of Chrismat, 5 miles per hour. I think I could be like, Chrismat throws like 89. I think I could throw 84. I don't know. I haven't thrown that much recently. I threw once at the alumni game. I threw like 60% to be honest. I would say we really do need 1 to 2 more starting pitchers because we are one blown out elbow, back injury, neck injury, leg injury away from being in a complete do situation. Just being honest here. Gear for 2023, behind the scenes, additional activities. It's pretty cool. I think there's a video on YouTube with FanFest. You know what? And the Mets can grab these nuts, so. Let's see if I can let's see if I can find a video of someone at Padres Fan Fest. Yeah, this is Padres Fan Fest 2022. We got starting out hot with some dude in Red Sox gear. So if you guys want to see what fan face looks like, I read on social Nelson Cruz wants out of his contract. I don't think so. That's weird. I don't know anything about that. I don't know what social you're reading. Maybe he opted out of his Nationals contract or they denied his option. This is what FanFest is 2022. Go in the stadium. You know, they got the people on the field, panels. So you got Hoffman. Who is that? That's Randy Jones. I don't know who that other guy is. There's a lot of people there. It was not this packed when I went a few years ago. You get to walk across the field, get some free stuff. You used to be able to go inside the clubhouse. Why was I going to stream today? When have I ever skipped Friar Friday? When have I ever skipped? When was the last time I skipped making a video daily? Oh, a little Hosmer highlight, little foul ball off Mad Bum. Oh, so this was during opening day last year, 9 months ago. Yeah, that sounds about right. So that's interesting because of COVID probably. That's why I was wondering why there was one last year. I didn't even know. And like if you're an autograph collector, Fan Fest is cool for that, you know? If you collect autographs and stuff. So yeah, that is the Fan Fest. There you go. So cool, right? Isn't it cool? I'm just kidding. I don't think it's that cool. I don't know. I mean, it's almost spring training. We got everyone's favorite Padres fantasy camp coming up, where if you never could make it as a Major League Baseball player, show up to Padres fantasy camp. I don't even know if it's open to the public. I was just making a joke, to be honest. Unpopular opinion. What do you got? What do you got for us? Mets did not get better. I'm willing to agree with that. I thought Carlos Correa was the move that made him better. I can agree with that. They just replaced players. That's very agreeable. I am willing to agree with you there 100%. Just hoping none of our guys start. Oh, yeah. But I think the MLB is going to be a lot more run-oriented because teams are going to be ready to go. You know? At least they're better players should be because they're playing in the WBC. Listen, Machado, stay healthy. Soto, stay healthy. Who else do we have playing? Xander Bogaerts, stay healthy, please. Am I going to spring training? I almost said ring training. I don't even know. I've been a bit of a blur recently. But yeah, I'm planning on it. Do you get autographs at FanFest? Yes, you have to wait in super long lines. The one thing I did do was I took a photo of Drew Pomeranz. Pirates got better this offseason, yeah, but the Pirates aren't going to make the playoffs, so I'm not really thinking about it. Aljamain Sterling out of a fight. Oh my god. Borna, aka Hog, posted a video. My boy Borna posting content. You love to see it. Next year's offense is going to be way better than last year's. It should be. I pray. I hope to Jesus it's better. I really do hope it is a lot better. Because if it is not, we are in trouble. What's your guys' favorite part of the offseason besides acquiring players? What do you think? Is it, seeing people get traded for? Is it, what in your opinion is the favorite thing? One, who won the offseason? I think there's a lot of ways to grade. I think the best way to grade who wins an offseason is based on hype. Who created the most hype this offseason? I think the Padres are definitely up there. I think there's a few other teams. I don't think there's like, it's all based on hype because we have no clue how they're going to tell how there's no way to tell how they're going to play in uniform. But I don't know. Soto to sign some cards. Listen, I think there's probably tickets somewhere. You can find someone that don't want their tickets, I'm guessing. It's going to be packed. It's going to be humongously packed. It's really going to be packed. So I would recommend, if you are going, be prepared. And you know what? I'm willing to bet if you call some of your friends. The three biggest NL teams, obviously the Dodgers, Mets, and Braves. I think the Phillies are one of the Mets or Phillies or Braves is going to completely underperform, and I'm just going to say the Phillies. One of those teams are going to severely underperform, though. It's mathematically going to happen. I'm sorry. It's Friar Friday. Amen, Christian. Amen. Cardinals, what scares you about the Cardinals? The Cardinals don't really scare me. They didn't do anything to improve their team. They just kind of stayed stagnant. Stagnation is a limitation, folks. Stagnation is a limitation. Do you think the Padres are going to show fans recent tape of Salas after he officially signed Sunday? Most of the stuff, I don't know. The team doesn't even make an announcement about international signings, like cool hype edit stuff. I think the Phillies aren't making the playoffs this year. The Phillies they got it. I mean, they're interesting, man. I don't think they're bankable. I don't know. I just don't. Yeah, they're pretty mid in the regular season, but I mean, you have to realize they're adding Trey Turner. So don't forget that. They are adding Trey Turner. So give credit where credit's due there. This is a late Friar Friday. What's up, Mark? How are you doing? What's up, fan geek? Phillies just got hot at the right time. Braves are gonna be like the 2021 Braves. I don't know, man. I don't know what's up with the Braves. The Braves are interesting. I think I'm questioning the integrity of the team a lot. Dude. Okay, the one thing I will say, the Padres, when they play the Rockies at Coors, it's a little scary, okay? It's just a little scary. I think you're underestimating the Dodgers. I mean, this is what I have to say about the Dodgers. I'm not gonna sit here and like say that the Dodgers are this crazy team or whatever. Like, I don't know the best way to describe what I'm gonna say here. I think on paper we're probably a better team than the Dodgers right now, but the Dodgers have this voodoo magic where they just find a way to do it. They just find the way to do it. I think the D-backs could squeeze in. I think my sleeper teams this year, obviously D-backs, but I don't think people are sleeping on them as much as they were at the beginning of this offseason. I was a D-backs fan, like in terms of thinking about the sleeping level on them. I like the D-backs for a while. Another team that I'm kind of like, the people are sleeping on them. It's got to be the Orioles, man. The Orioles could sneak up and make the playoffs. Don't sleep on them. The Orioles could really make the playoffs. Speaking of Blake Snell, rumor according to someone closely knit with Blake Snell is that Blake Snell doesn't intend on extending. He wants to be on the open market. He wants to see how much money he can get. He wants the bag, quote unquote. He wants the bag. But it's going to take a good season for him to really get the bag. But I believe he can. Yeah, the Guardians will win the AL Central, no problem. Darvish is a ninja warrior. He figures out how to use sticky stuff. Oh, yes, he was using it. Oh, they were all using it. When the dust settles, the D-backs. It's a hot take, dude. The D-backs are good. I don't know, man. I think the D-backs are extremely talented this year. I think they are a very good baseball team. Yeah, I mean, I'm not. I just know people that are buddies with him because of Twitch. Because I used to be friends with. I mean, I still am friends with. I used to stream on Twitch and stream MLB The Show, and a lot of people who are buddies with him told me this. How about the Mets? I don't know. It doesn't sound like it's too good of a week for your Mets. The Mariners, yes. I think the Mariners are very overrated. That's my personal take. A lot of people don't agree with me on that. Another team that I think is overrated is the Rays. I think the Rays aren't going to be that good this year. I think they've gotten too obsessed with versatility, and they don't have that impact bat they need. They've needed that impact bat to put him over the hunch for so long. I remember there was rumors of them trading for Frankie Lindor. Obviously, before Frankie Lindor became a Met. And they never got over the hunch. It just never happened. No matter what we do, it never happens for them. I think the Angels will finally make the playoffs. Hell no, brother. Speaking of the Guardians, so glad Clevenger's gone. I think a lot of Padre fans are. He was pretty bad. He on here because you think the Wander Franco? I don't think Wander Franco's that impact bat. He could break out, but I don't think he's that impact bat. He would need to have an MVP type season for them to win the World Series. Can the Padres win and get first? I think they could. I think the Rays are not going to make the playoffs this year. How hot is this take? Witt Jr. is going to be better than J-Rod long term. It's pretty hot take. I don't know. I haven't thought about that. I can't say off the top of my head. Mets have a better shot at getting Soto, of course. Of course they do. The Mariners are other. Yep, they are. There's way too many wins for the Rays. Yep, agreed, Blobfish. It would be a cold day in hell for the Angels. Nolan, would you like to co-host right now? Would you like to co-host here with me? Wander Franco is the next Francisco Lindor? Nah. Survey says, Exactly, Pooh Vibe. Exactly. They'll have 5 nobodies show up. Let's think of some random nobodies. Let's just look at Dodgers farm system. I don't know. Maybe the OKC Magic's gone. You're down to hop in on and co-host? Are you on your computer? Running back to you. Let's go ahead and say a random, yep, this dude Ryan Ward, he's going to come up and be insane. This dude, Rain Donkin, he's gonna come up and be insane. I don't make these rules, they just find a way to do it. Soto should be on the cover. How much is Muncy gonna pop off? I don't know. Mets were the only possible we're literally the only contender to be on them. But without Correa, we're snatching the ring. Do they save money by doing that? No, it just makes it so they don't have to go to court. That's the best way to describe it. Let me get in Discord. Bum, 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 bum. Here's some outrageous takes, Nolan. Join my Discord server. Jose Quintana, terrible signing. I don't know. Some people are obsessed with Jose Quintana for whatever reason. I don't like him. People are obsessed. What can I say? When you're obsessed, you're obsessed. Oh, did he get married? I'm literally looking for you. I am looking for you. I am looking for Nolan. Where is Nolan? Nolan. 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 Nolan, the people want your opinion, man. By the people, I mean me. We are bored and want to hear. What does Nolan have to offer? I don't get the arbitration thing, Lil. I thought we had Soto for 3 years no matter what it takes us to court. Yeah, we would still have him even if we took him to court unless we really couldn't agree on a contract, which isn't going to happen. I'm looking at rookie cards to get. You think I should hold on to Robert Hassel's rookie cards? Sell. Not a fan. Machado and Soto will both get contract extensions. Agreed. Agreed. I don't get why Dodger fans think that Tatis Jr. is overrated. They just don't like him. I mean, they just wish they had him too. Oh, there's Nolan. What is up, Nicholas? All right, Nolan, are you going to turn your webcam on?
Oh, am I? Oh.
We're getting legit here. Oh, are you laying down in bed? Listen, this is a serious thing. If you came here to joke around, kick rocks, man. There is no joking allowed. Listen, if you... Yo, Danny, what's good, man? I would tell Danny to come in and co-host, but he's afraid of his voice. Danny, aka Tatis MVP season. Can you guys hear the co-host? Let me full screen you. Drag you here. Oh, shoot.
Well, I'll tell you if I can hear myself. How about that?
It's kind of hard, man. It's hard to do it because I have to like play it through my speaker basically into my microphone. MacBooks, man, so cool.
Oh.
Mets fans are smoking rock. Nice. I like that comment. Mets fans are smoking rock.
That's a good one.
Whoa. Okay, I gotta fix this. Hold up. Do you think Mets fans are smoking rock?
Me?
Yes.
Who? Potentially. Some of them are, yeah.
Probably in the Bronx. That's the zoo, right? What do they call it there?
Yeah, but the Yankees are the ones that play in the Bronx. The Mets are in Queens.
Oh yeah, I wasn't thinking. We're just gonna ignore that. I totally know baseball. That's why you watch my videos, guys.
Well, it's not about baseball. It's about New York geography.
Oh, even better. Okay, let's try this. Boom. Boom. All right. We are here, joined by The Showtime's YT.
Not anymore.
He does not like to go by that anymore. How should I just address you as Nolan?
Yeah, just call me Nolan.
I don't know. So
I'm a big time teacher guy now.
he's, as you guys can tell, he's a big Yankees fan, as you can see behind him.
That is not true at all.
Their goose was cooked. So what's your opinion about what the Padres should do?
They should not re-sign Manny Machado, so the Orioles can pick him back up for one.
All right, let's get serious here.
Okay. I really don't know. I mean, here's my question: when Tatis comes back, where's he gonna play?
He is going to play center or right field. They're saying I need to turn you up even more.
All right. So if Tatis is in the outfield, then who's at shortstop?
Who do you think's at shortstop?
Kim.
No.
Who's at shortstop? Oh, yeah.
That
right,
one
yeah,
guy we
Bogaerts.
signed?
Okay. Yeah, Bogaerts. Whoops. Flew over my head. Okay. So, that's, okay. Got it now. That was my question. It was, what are you going to do with Kim? I don't know.
I tried turning you up, but I don't know what to do now.
They just got to listen a little bit harder. Maybe I can turn myself up?
Mm-hmm. If you go into Discord settings.
Is that a little bit better, hopefully?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
All right. If you were to trade Ha-Sung Kim,
Uh-huh.
would you trade him to the Orioles?
No.
Me neither.
Well, we have Gunnar Henderson. I mean, here's the thing. Here's my frustration as an Orioles fan right now, seeing the climate of, like, what's happening on Twitter with the Orioles fans and stuff. Apparently, Orioles Twitter has this delusion that Jorge Mateo is elite.
See,
He's got the speed, he's got the glove, but the dude could not hit the side of a barn if he was standing 12 inches away from it. It's ridiculous how bad of a hitter he is.
this is
Sure, he improved. He showed some, like,
this is sounding like the Ha-Sung Kim story. This is exactly Ha-Sung Kim.
he just, it's like Giancarlo Stanton swinging at a slider 10 feet outside of the strike zone, but he makes it look like that on every pitch, and he doesn't hit anything harder than, like, 42 miles an hour. So, I don't know. Jorge Mateo, not good. Gunnar Henderson, good. AL Rookie of the Year next year. That's my bold prediction for the season.
You know,
Not even sure how bold it is, really.
you know who the NL one is?
No, I don't.
Corbin Carroll.
Okay, well, you know, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm disappointed in the Orioles' lack of additions in the offseason. I mean, you're telling me that our best addition is Adam Frazier. It's an upgrade over Ruben Odor.
Listen, I was trying to ask exact burner. I was like, man, why Adam Frazier?
I don't know. I was really scared that we were going to get Eric Hosmer. I do not want Eric Hosmer.
I remember someone was asking me, they're like, oh, we should get Voit, for first base, to platoon, we should get Mancini. I was like, Hosmer.
Well, I'm in the very minority of Orioles fans who didn't want to get Mancini back. Because I just felt like there was a point where he's, like, blocking people. Not saying that Austin Hayes and Anthony Santander are going to be around in Baltimore for that much longer, but I would take Santander's bat over Mancini. I would take Mancini over Hayes, but Hayes' defense makes up for what Mancini lacks, and we're not going to play him at first because we have Ryan Mountcastle. So
I don't. I think Mountcastle's a placeholder.
I don't. I think Mountcastle is a future franchise first baseman.
I'm glad you think that. That's not what my boy thinks. E-Guy about to be rookie of the year. Listen, Brandon Dixon's not rookie of the year. E-Guy Rosario's a Red Sox, so just being honest. Thought Carpenter.
I am somewhat excited to see what Matt Carpenter does, though I would not be happy if the Orioles signed him. I'm excited to see what he does on the team that isn't the Orioles, because if he sucks, I'll be like, yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think Adley Rutschman and Gunnar Henderson, they're a solid core to build off of, and we need to do more to build off of them.
Mm-hmm. Michael, my man, I would love to join you at spring training, but I don't think I'm going to make it. I am interested to see if I'm going to be at a Padres game and someone's going to walk up to me and go, "You're that FamedFriar guy."
Yeah, I had that happen to me a few years ago at All-Star Fan Fest. Real weird.
It did happen at the winter meetings with me. 2 little kids walked up saying they watched my videos, and then I stopped really cursing on my videos after that. Because I used to, I mean, I wasn't bad, but I wasn't PG. Angels do better than the Mariners this year? I'm gonna say no.
In what world does a team managed by Phil Nevin do good? That's what I want to know.
Oh, it's right there, man.
They need to hire someone else.
They're managed by Phil Nevin. I agree the Mariners are so overrated. Some people think they are better than the Astros.
The AL West, in my opinion, is the most interesting division in baseball this year. Because you have the Rangers. The Rangers come to mind as like, spent money last offseason. They still sucked. They spent money this offseason. Are they still going to suck? Nobody knows anything about the Rangers. Nobody knows how they're going to perform. Nobody knows how they're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
You could really say the same thing about the Mariners. I mean, minus the spending, you don't know how they're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's just Astros are going to win the division. I could see the Mariners and I don't know.
Joseph.
The Mariners and the Rangers battle for second.
I don't know. Joseph said, just stumbled here. Hey, Friar, what's up with the Red Sox and the Padres? Anything going on? I mean, nothing but just rumors. Nothing worth stirring up the pot over. They have Tyler Anderson. Meh. He was good on the Dodgers. He's not going to be the same. Dixon is a short-term answer at second base if need be. Yeah. We can, April, I know it's going to be Tatis' return. I just don't think I'm going to make the trip out for even spring training. Angels win 71 games and we'll like it. That's good. Can Tatis play?
Orioles, let's see. Orioles aren't going to be over 500 next year. Sorry, they have no pitching. I would agree with you, but you have to look at what we did last year with the pitching staff that we had. There was one point in the year where Dean Kramer was our ace. It was Kramer, Lyles, Bradish, Spencer Watkins, and some random fifth guy that was thrown in there every fifth day. I mean, it was Austin Voth. But if you look at it, this year they have John Means coming back from Tommy John. They've got D.L. Hall coming up from the minors, who pitched a little bit last year in relief, and then they've got Grayson Rodriguez, who is coming back from an injury, so he'll probably be amped up into pitching. But all 3 of those guys are going to, bearing health concerns, going to stay in the rotation pretty much all year long. So we'll see.
In your opinion, right, what is your expectation for Mr. John Means?
I don't know, because before he got Tommy John, his main focus was upping his velocity. And 2 years ago, 2021, 2021, he was throwing 93, 94. Last year, he got up 95, 96. So I think it really depends on where his velocity comes from. And I think he was a sticky merchant somewhat, but then he also kind of learned how to pitch without it. So we'll see. And I do agree that the Orioles overperformed last year. But what happened at the end of the season when Gunnar and Adley were up and performing at a very high level, that was not overperforming. That was probably about as good of Orioles baseball as I've seen since 2015, 2016 with that core of Davis, Machado, Jones, and Scoop.
Machado. 2 San Diego legends in that core. But I'm going to say this. I'm going to pull the microphone away, and I'm going to give everyone a little... This is not gambling advice. But I was taking a little look at the stats. How many games did you guys win last year? It was 80... 80 what?
I'm not even sure.
It was like 82, I think.
Something like that.
You guys may have finished exactly 500, right?
I think we finished above 500. We definitely finished above 500.
Let's Google this. Orioles record. It's only showing me not recently. Show me the most recent season. 2022, you guys finished 83 and 79.
79. Yep.
Okay. Let me say this. You guys finished 83 and 79. Oop, wrong thing. And you guys are predicted, the over-under is you're going to lose 6 more games this year.
Okay.
So I'm saying I'm not a betting man. But 76 and a half wins is the line. I bet you guys win 77 games.
Oh, I could definitely go over on that because here's my thought process on everything.
Whoa, someone said Orioles will not win more than 70 games next year. Overrated team.
Well, here's my thought process here, right? Next year, I've already talked about the pitching. Pretty much every rotation spot is upgraded this year over last. John Means only started 3 or 4 games for us last year. We've got Hall. We've got Rodriguez. Kramer and Bradish really finished out the year strong last year. So did Jordan Lyles. We lost Lyles, but we picked up Kyle Gibson. I think they're comparable. I think if I had to pick between the two, I might go slight edge to Jordan Lyles. But also, you have to think, our everyday second baseman last year was Rougned Odor. Odor barely hit 200 on the year last year. I think Adam Frazier can do that. I think that he can do better than that. Okay? Also, towards the end of last year, remember when the Orioles picked up Jesus Aguilar? Dude hit 170 for us.
Yeah, at the trade deadline.
Yeah. So, I think every position that we replaced this offseason has been upgraded. Not to the fullest extent that it could have been by signing free agents, but I'm okay with where our team stands right now because we've got Adley at catcher. James McCann as a backup is so much better than Robinson Chirinos. I don't care about the bats for a backup catcher. Bats for a backup catcher is not what matters. How they command the pitches, how they command the strike zone, how they frame pitches. Every defensive metric, James McCann beats out Robinson Chirinos by 5 miles. Third base is Ramon Urias. Shortstop, Jorge Mateo and Gunnar Henderson. Second base, we got Adam Frazier. First base, you got Ryan Mountcastle. In the outfield, you got Mullins, Hayes, and Santander. I mean, it's not a lineup that's going to blow you out of the water every game, but it's a solid, serviceable Major League roster.
Mm-hmm. Who do you think's going to be better, the Rangers or the White Sox? I don't know. That's a flip of a coin, to be honest. I think it's really a coin flip. All of it depends on the Rangers. The Rangers have the upside to be one of the best teams in baseball, but they have the downside to be one of the worst teams in baseball. Because, yes, the talent's on the field, but when you're in a situation where the talent's on the field, the talent can come and just not put it together. It happens all the time in baseball.
I mean, we saw it last year with the Rangers. They signed Marcus Semien and Corey Seager and finished under 500.
They won 63 ball games.
Yeah.
Went to Camden Yards last year on vacation. Great ballpark.
It's my favorite. I went there 26 times last year.
Jesus, man. I probably went to...
At the beginning of the year, they had $4 tickets, so...
I probably went more to Petco, and let's just not even talk about how much I paid for my Dodger playoff tickets. I went to 3 playoff games, guys, if you don't know that. I went to game 1 of the NLDS, the Clevenger game. Story of the Clevenger game. I'm sitting there, right? I just sit down. Bottom of the first inning, I'm sitting in right field. In the worst section, the most wild section in Dodger Stadium. And I see Trey Turner just absolutely dick on Clevenger. That ball was like... I saw it hit, and I was like, oh, that's gone. As soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, that's gone. And I just see it go over, I'm like, holy shit, that place went nuts. Like, a lot of people, like, I get it, as a Padres fan, it's cool to shit on the Dodgers, but that stadium was electric when they hit that home run. People were running up and down the aisles, high-fiving each other, like, doing the... Like, it was wild. I've never seen anything like it. It felt like I was, like, almost in a zoo. It was so weird. And... man, it was weird. And then I went to game 3 of the NLDS and then game 2 of the NLCS. Game 2? Yeah, game 2. There's only 2 games here. Oh, shoot, there's 2 Michaels in here? Yeah, there's a lot of Michaels going on.
I've never been to a playoff baseball game, which is unfortunate.
Do I have both kidneys after playing for those playoff tickets? Barely. They were so expensive. Mets go hard for MM. What's MM? March Madness? They go hard for March Madness because they definitely didn't go hard in October, if you know what I'm saying right now. Little crap talking there. Game 3 of the NLDS and game 1 of the NLCS. I want to go to game 1 of the NLCS. I'm glad I didn't.
Orioles also picked up Michael Givens again, which is interesting to me. Forgot about that.
Yep.
I'm just looking at their roster now.
Do you think the White Sox make the playoffs? No. There's 2 better teams in the AL Central.
I keep forgetting about the Jose Abreu situation. I mean, Houston picked him up.
Yeah, that's
that
weird.
That seems unfair.
It was weird. Oh, it says the Mets are going to go hard for Manny Machado. I mean, they can. I don't think they're going to get an opportunity to. I think the Padres extend him before he hits free agency.
He might want to go play with Buck though.
I would
cry tears of joy.
Him and Buck got in a little war after in the midst of game 3. How many times?
I don't know.
Dude, I'm gonna say this. I can't wait for Bruce Bochy to manage next year. It's gonna be really funny. It's gonna be like LaRussa, but even worse because LaRussa's.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
LaRussa's an idiot. Bochy has dementia.
Well, LaRussa also has a crippling alcohol addiction, so we'll see.
Yeah, that's true too.
I forgot that Bochy was rehired.
I saw him at the winter meetings. He was like sitting there doing an interview, and he was like, "God." He's just like, "Yeah, with the Rangers." Like, it didn't seem like he cared.
Yeah. Well, come baseball season, I'm sure he'll care.
How many times does Bochy get ejected? I don't think he really gets ejected that much. What's good? Dumpster fire. What's a dumpster fire? You got booed by Dodger fans in summer in LA. Went to Dodgers series up there. Worst fan base ever. I don't know, man. There's some bad fan bases in sports.
Yeah, the 49ers comes to mind there.
I will say A's will win the World Series. Hot take. Agreed. Um, the one thing I will say, when we played that game one against the Dodgers, I don't know why, I felt for some reason at first I was like Clevenger's gonna do something magical, and then I sat right when he was warming up, and he just seemed so lost, and I was like, this is not happening. And then I remember once the game was over and we lost 5-3, and we had a chance to win that game. You know, all these Dodger fans were booing me, whatever. I was wearing my Soto jersey. And I remember just walking around smiling, leaving the stadium. I'm like, we're going to beat you guys. Like, you just faced Mike Clevenger and beat us by 2 runs when he had Julio Urias on the mound. Good luck winning another game. What do you know? Who wins NL Cy Young? I don't think anyone's beating Alcantara.
I don't know. NL Cy Young is always tough.
Corbin Burns, maybe?
If Corbin Burns is in the NL next year.
Let's see if he gets traded. A little last-second trade, maybe. I feel like Musgrove just, he doesn't have the strikeout stuff, man. Musgrove isn't a guy who's going to have double-digit strikeout games consistently. That's the issue. Heading to bed in Connecticut. Have a good night. Enjoy the channel. Thank you so much. I think Kaiasis is staying in Boston still. I think he'll probably stay in Boston. Any Padre rumors? Yeah, they're looking to trade for DN. Yeah, the Padres are really interested in DN, apparently.
He's a good player. I like him. I like his stuff. He's got good stuff.
He's dirty. He can be dirty sometimes.
He can be.
Padres trading Kim for limited edition Star Wars Lego kit. No, I meant like that. Kim is the Star Wars Lego. That's what I meant. I'd say Framber wins the AL Cy Young. That's a good pick. That's an under the radar pick. Zach Gallen, maybe Zach Gallen, maybe. Blake Snell wins Cy Young, gets paid by the dumb Mets, and becomes the next David Price contract. I mean, I don't know.
That would be funny.
Yeah. No, you thought I was a no joking son? What do you mean? I'm not joking.
This is all serious talking over here.
Like, you know how there's Aruba, right? The island that Xander Bogaerts is from. So yeah. DN is from an island right below it called Penn Island.
Mm-hmm. Checks out.
Yeah. So DN is from Penn Island. Kim is not my favorite movie franchise. How do you feel about the Giants? They don't impress me. The Giants don't move me.
Giants are 4th place team this year. Isn't that crazy?
Yep. Christian Javier to win the AL Cy Young. Christian Javier is going to arbitration court. Per John Heyman, the GOAT himself. Quick little Heyman.
I am blocked by John Heyman.
How are you blocked?
And it pains me every time because he called the Orioles something stupid and I went off at him. But he turned out to be right. He's like, the Orioles are bad for baseball. Their tanking sucks. This was back when I was like full on Mike Elias is a good guy thing, you know.
What, you don't think Mike Elias is a good guy?
No, I think he's an idiot and he shouldn't be running the Orioles anymore. We've had it. We're done with the losing. And if you say it's lift off from here and your big move in the offseason is Adam Frazier, go do something else with your life. That's frustrating.
Trevor Bauer wins Cy... Dude, if Trevor Bauer wins Cy Young... God pray for Twitter that day. Because it is going to be, if Trevor Bauer signs a contract, pray for Twitter.
Yeah.
If Trevor Bauer signs a contract, people are going to, if it's like a Sunday, oh wait, no. Did they get rid of the Pro Bowl week space? Did they get rid of that?
No, I don't think so. I think that they're still doing it, just not the Pro Bowl itself.
Okay, so if that gap week, Trevor Bauer signs a contract on that Sunday, oh my God, the internet will break. The internet will break. You will never hear anything crazy again. No. The Diamondbacks will not overtake the Dodgers. The Dodgers are an extremely talented regular season baseball team. I don't make the rules.
I'm sorry, you don't want to hear this, and your viewers don't want to hear this, but the Dodgers are going to win the division.
I said that earlier.
Yeah.
They just are really good in the regular season.
Yeah. Orioles should sign Bauer. I mean, he would immediately be the best pitcher on the roster, even though he's been out of the league for almost a year now.
I doubt it after what's his name's breakdown yesterday on Twitter. I don't know, man. Something's weird about that executive account. I don't know if it's who exactly runs it, but the fact that the people that I actually know in the baseball industry follow that account, it's kind of weird to me. Like it's weird that Josh Kuznick follows it. Kuznick, sorry. The fact that Josh Kuznick follows it is really weird to me.
When Bauer cut his finger with the drone, that was super funny.
It was funny.
Personally, I've never really liked Trevor Bauer. Like, that one time, I'm not sure if you remember, when he was in Cleveland before he went to Cincinnati, when he chucked the ball to center field. Like, that was like my whole, like, I don't like this guy moment.
I think I just started laughing.
Yeah.
Manny Machado or Shohei Ohtani will be traded to the Mets. The other will sign. I mean, I am willing to bet you $1,000 that Manny Machado does not get traded to the Mets. Traded? No way. Do you think we'll ever get a Judge on our team? Yeah, like I don't know. Judge is a one of kind.
Potentially Arson Judge. I heard he's a big target next year too.
Arson Judge is.
Arson Judge.
He's looking to opt out after this season. I heard.
Yeah.
He doesn't like. He's jumping ship from San Fran too.
Yeah.
He saw Lou the Seal doing steroids with Barry Bonds and he had enough. He does not want to play for an organization like that. How do I feel about the Phillies? I'm guessing you mean Trey Turner. Good for them. Cool. I don't care. One of those three teams, the NL East, is going to be complete horseshit this year and miss the playoffs. The question is which one.
And spoiler alert, it isn't going to be the Phillies.
You don't think it's going to be the Phillies?
If it's going to be anyone, it's going to be Atlanta.
The Phillies got...
Unless the Mets start to Met. If they met, it's over.
FamedFriar will be traded for a limited edition Lego set after Kim's veto trade. Why am I second? First of all, you guys wanted me to pitch for the Padres this year. Now you want me to get traded? What is this? I told you. I said at peak I can get 5 miles per hour lower than Nabil Krismat's velo. So we got a chance here. I could throw 84. I don't know how 84 would play at the major league level. Michael, I do not think that Soto would be on the Padres if the Betts trade happened. The Giants are jokes and will never get a star. Hey, I don't know. There's a guy that watches my videos a lot who is a Giants fan, and he's really confident in the Giants this year. I gotta work on my knuckleball. You're gonna DFA me?
Oh.
Getting DFA'd? The last thing I want to do is get traded for that bum cash considerations. He's terrible.
He's been on the Orioles like 5 times this offseason.
he's I like Jake Cronenworth. Never will hate him. Do you think?
I feel like Jake Cronenworth is going to be, you know, those TikToks where they're like memes of forgettable players. I feel like Jake Cronenworth's going to be on one of those, and it's like Jake Cronenworth was an All-Star one year.
Twice. He's 2-time All-Star.
He was a 2-time.
2021,
Really?
2022, bitch.
Oh
2-time All-Star. Put some respect on his name.
Well, then there you go. That's more absurd. Jake Cronenworth was a 2-time All-Star.
Daniel Descalso got MVP votes. Quality one. Who do you thinks are the best starting pitchers? I think Justin's. I don't know. I think the best starting pitcher that the league has to offer is Sandy Alcantara. Ohtani's going to be on the Dodgers. I don't know. Dodgers got to stay below luxury tax. It's kind of hard now. It's really hard now. Bauer made it really hard for them to stay below luxury tax this year.
I don't think it's hard to like Cronenworth more than Trent Grisham. I don't think that's difficult.
Padres make it. Listen, there is some. You don't understand, man. Cronenworth did finish second in Rookie of the Year voting as well. He has a pretty solid resume. I think he has a. Does he have a Silver Slugger? Maybe. He may have a Silver. He may have a Silver Slugger. Not positive. He may have a 20.
If I was a Padres fan, I would buy a Jake Cronenworth jersey.
A lot.
That's just like, because I never go for the superstar players when I buy jersey. I always go for like the underrated, somewhat solid guys that kind of don't get all the recognition. I feel like he's that perfect mold right there.
Jake Cronenworth. Did he get a Silver Slugger? I think he did in 2020. No, just a 2-time All-Star. 2-time Cronenworth. Trent, good D, sub 200 batting average, leads the league in strike. Leads the league in strikeouts looking, yeah. Everyone says I look like Jake Cronenworth. I don't know where that came from.
I don't think you do.
I've seen like several people say that. You'd buy a Titch Jr. jersey? I would be careful saying that. It doesn't sound good.
That is very true. Don't put that on a custom jersey. I'll say that much.
I just had a really bad image in my head.
I don't need to know.
Nah,
I have a Manny Machado Orioles jersey.
I have a Adam Jones Team USA jersey.
I have an Adam Jones Orioles jersey.
Speaking of Adam Jones, when are you going to respond to my fucking DMs?
Very hostile.
Adam Jones, listen, I want to have a video with Adam Jones, but he won't respond to my DMs. He responds to my tweets all the time. He talks to my tweets all the time. He likes my tweets all the time. Why don't you respond to my DMs? Why don't you open the DM? Open the DM. I want to go to JP Long Balls and do a video with Adam Jones where we just hit off the tee or do something like that and do a little Q&A action. Adam Jones is San Diego legend. I would say a Baltimore legend as well. Speaking of Baltimore.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Cut me a little slack.
If I have his bobblehead, he's an Orioles legend. Shout out Chris Tillman.
What about Zach Britton?
I have 2 Zach Britton bobbleheads.
Do you think Tatis Jr. Tatis is better? Acuna's just like, I mean, it depends on how Tatis comes back, but like Acuna hasn't felt the same.
They're both injury prone. too, so you got to take that into account.
They both have like antics when they get injured too. They don't just get hurt. They like, oh, a lot of throwing themselves on the ground. I guess dramatic. I mean, I'm not calling him dramatic. I think he just overreacts during injuries. Like it's just like it's an overkill. Him and Acuna got drilled in the arm guard once, and I swear to God, he like took 50 steps off the line and like acted like he got shot.
Why is Sean obsessed with Randy Arozarena?
You know the Randy.
Had one good postseason.
You know the Randy Arozarena song. You know who else is obsessed with him is Welch.
Really? Huh.
Man, JP long balls, good stuff. Is this on? Let me see if this is on Spotify. Oh, it isn't. Let me play this one time. I gotta find the video real quick. I look like a Braves fan? What is that supposed to mean? You still high on
You
Zach?
look racist? I don't know.
Jesus, that's messed up.
I mean, I can definitely do that, though I will say Pablo made me do this at the end of the podcast. That is how the podcast walks off. It's me singing a Rosarena in the Elmo song, in the Elmo voice. However, if you'd like me to do it, I mean.
Oh, no, please. No, I'd rather have that. Yes, no, I'd rather have that than what I was asking you to do. Please, if you could sing that same song as Elmo, that would be delightful. Yes.
All right, here we go. Are you going to give me like the Macarena music in the background, or do you want me to just go a cappella?
Very demanding. Acapella, please. We don't have it. I should have had it, but we're not a prepared show that way.
All right, very good. Here we go.
Okay.
Guess who that was?
Was that Jeff?
It was Jeff Passan. Jeff Passan, the GOAT of the industry. Nobody works harder than that man. I will give him credit where he deserves it. I'd be surprised if Rosarena is traded. Apparently they want to work on an extension with him. That's what the Mets, I mean not the Mets, the Rays GM said. My Giants going to smack Minnesota this weekend for Steve Cohen.
I hope they do. The Vikings are insufferable. I cannot stand that team.
Me neither.
I'd say Gunnar Henderson is up there too, but see what he can do with a full year.
Fair enough. Yo, what? Pain is pain. What does that mean? Pain is pain. What if I start doing ASMR? And welcome.
No.
Have you ever watched Zach Hampel ASMR?
No.
What seems more likely, a Padres trade with the Red Sox or the Padres trade with the Marlins? I'll let the Orioles fans speak on this one.
I'd say Padres trade with the Red Sox because the Red Sox are going downhill and the Marlins are going uphill.
Hey, Fames, you think Hap could be moved on the Padres near deadline? Yeah, if he fits the mold by then, we don't know what we'll need. You never know what you need at the deadline. It changes. So I mean, right
unless you're the Baltimore Orioles, in which case, for always and ever, you will need starting pick.
Show your San Diego Padres hat. It's actually sitting on my desk. Isn't that lucky?
So lucky.
There you go. It's just a Padres hat. Padres ASMR.
So going back to that Zach Campbell ASMR, that combines like two of my least favorite things in the world. Why would anyone ever want to watch?
Baseball and ASMR?
Zach Campbell and ASMR.
Like, damn, okay. Yeah, let me just grab you my. I'm gonna show you my driver's license, Andrew. That's what I'll do to show my age. Maybe I'll even show my. Maybe I'll even show you my social security number while I'm at it. Is Profar still an option? No, we don't got the money.
I have my vaccine card. I'll show everybody my vaccine card.
Oh, please don't make this political. Please.
I'm not.
Don't make this political. It's gonna become political.
I don't think it is. I think it's a vaccine card.
Yeah, that's political. People become political over it. Everything's political.
You have a choice, right? There you go. Exercise your right as an American. And if you're not an American, then, you know, you have a choice to become an American too, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Any other last second questions before we wrap this Friar Friday up? I did an hour and a half today, guys, okay? I deserve a little mother's maiden name as well. Okay, that is going to be Jack Mayhoff. I'll spell it in the chat for you guys. Okay, that makes sense. He seems young. Yeah, I'm actually 13, so. You have a postseason hat when they beat the Dodgers? Nice. I actually have Josh Hader's brown underwear from that day.
Ew. What?
What's up, Dre? Dre Dizzle? Okay. Any last questions? We're wrapping the Friar Friday up with the Orioles fan.
If the Padres trade for Adley Rutschman, I will shave all of my hair off. Not just off of my head, but all of my hair. Eyebrows included. If that happens, it's all gone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like that's a good place to end it, right?
I think that's a good place to end it. Thank you, everyone, for coming in. Make sure to follow the only Nolan on Twitter.
Yeah, you can do that.
It is Baltimore by Annapolis.
Yes, somewhat close. They're about 20-25 minutes away.
Oh my god, dude, breaking news. Kim for Adley Rutschman.
Where's the razor at?
Where's Randy Arozarena at? It's time to trade for Randy Arozarena.
Oh my god.
Listen, I'm just gonna say this. If I tweet out an Arozarena gif, we are not trading for him. I am just trolling. The Mets got a player to be named later for the Orioles from McCant. Ooh. James McCant.
Well, as I said earlier, Robinson Chirinos literally might be the biggest waste of a roster spot any major league team could possibly give to someone. So I'll take James McCant, even if he swings and misses at every pitch he sees this year. I'll take him just for his glove.
Watch, he'll break out this year. He'll come back.
Oh, he's going to hit 45 homers. He's going to be our new starting catcher. We're going to bench Adley Rutschman for him.
75, 85, 95, 200. All right. Thank you, everyone, for coming by. Peace.